Some of you may recall that watch this tank. It surprises me that people do and ask about certain fish and comment on them and follow them. But I had, when I set this tank up, I had a mother and two of her sons, Rainbow Cichlid. And the mother was fairly old, and she had no interest at all in spawning with the sons, so they didn't bother her. She did pass away after a few months in this tank, and maybe 6 months later, one of the sons passed. I don't know why, but he did. And so that left me with one male Rainbow Cichlid and 6 females. The females were in a 20-gallon tall, which is what they had been raised in. And I've talked about for a long time bringing one of the females either in here or putting him with the 6 females. The odds for spawning seem better in here. I know that's a little weird to take in at first, but there's a lot more space in here, first of all, and I'm sure the other females would definitely give the one female trouble. I've thought about pulling them out to a tank all their own, but I decided against that. I have some reasons, but I won't go into that here. So today, and he usually hangs out, around that's a skull, a fake skull there, where a lot of the fish are starting to stage up for their evening feeding or their nighttime feeding. And so they usually hang out down there because they know I feed right up here. In fact, there's one of their foods. So he usually hangs out there, and the little platinum convict that was hanging out with him with her tube down, she may or may not have spawned in there, but he did not really have any interest. I thought we might get some hybridization there. And he's still displaying a lot of his, there's the little platinum female right over there, and then she's gone. She's right on the other side of that log, or yeah, it's a log, piece of wood as it were. So I decided to go ahead and put a female in here, and I was torn between using the biggest female, the one that seemed the robust. They were all amazing choices, gorgeous fish. They've been well conditioned, but there's one right in the center of the screen at the bottom. That's not the male, that's the little female, and she's kind of been the runt of that group, and there's the male. He just found her. That's what I was hoping for. She's been in here about 10 minutes, maybe less, and he had left his corner and gone away. Oh yeah, he's all about that. Come here and let me show you something, little girl. So she is smaller. She's a lighter color. Females are usually a little lighter than the males, but she's a yellow. She's not even a pale orange. So it looks like he's very happy to see her, and she's just beginning to meet the fish. He saw her in the net when I put her in. I held her against in the net against the side of the tank long enough for him to see her, but she went this direction away from his. Oh yeah, he's not going to lose her anymore. So I hope they'll take up residence down here, and she's already well conditioned. It may take them a few days, but I think she'll spawn. And rather than have a repeat of exactly what he looks like, and they're gorgeous fish, I kind of like to see if I can get something a little smaller and a little color variant by using her. So we'll see. Here they are, and that's his area, that's his territory, and they will be able to defend that. They have the choice Part of the reason I put her in here, see, he's already pushing the geophagus away, and he hadn't been doing that. He's just letting anybody come and go in there. But yeah, they have the choice of that flat rock. They have the choice of sand, a depression in the sand, and they have the choice of that cave, which has two interesting entrances at least. You can see out the other side. And they have a great position to defend their cloud of fry, and I will probably take them and their fry out when they become swimmers. There's plenty of algae to pick at down on the end of the tank and some down in the corner here. So yeah, and I can kind of block this corner off if I need to from the biggest fish. But I think we're going to have a spawn here in a few days. Definitely have his interest. He's been the only rainbow cichlid in here for maybe 4, 5, 6 months. So, all right, guys, I've rambled long enough, and probably most of what I said isn't even audible. So I'm not sure she really gets the spawning thing. She's always been with her sisters that are almost as big as that male and look like that male. And she's the runt. Even when I was catching them out, she always stayed behind one of the larger sisters. So it was hard to catch her. I couldn't separate her out, and they protected her. So that's what I want. I want something a little different. He said, back off, buddy. Oh, he's standing up to that geo. All right, thanks guys, appreciate you.